Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day is going well and hope it continues to go well. Super late night upload for me. It is 1 a.m. I am exhausted, but I just finished recording my full listen through reaction video of Taylor Swift's newest album, The Tortured Poets Department. The regular version, not the Tortured Poets Department, the anthology, which is basically a deluxe version of the album. It's 2 hours long. My SD card doesn't hold that much storage, and my GoPro batteries aren't that good, so I just listened to the hour-long version, the regular version of the Tortured Poets Department. And I figure while it's still fresh in my head, I might as well record a little review, and also just in case the video, the hour-long reaction video, won't go live for whatever reason, whether it gets blocked or taken down due to copyright, whatever, we have this. And if you're new here, I want to preface this with I don't listen to Taylor Swift at all typically. I am a metalhead at heart. I love 21 Pilots. It's mainly what I talk about on the channel. I love post-hardcore music. I love indie rock. There are some country artists I like Chris Stapleton. I'm a hippie. I like Fish, Grateful Dead, that stuff. Taylor Swift is out of my wheelhouse. However, many people in my life love Taylor Swift, such as my sister, her best friend, a lot of my coworkers. I grew up watching Taylor Swift rise in prominence, but overall, what do I think of the Tortured Poets Department? Overall, the album is not bad. It's actually a pretty good album outside looking in. There were some songs in here that I really enjoyed. Some songs I thought were okay. There's one song that I hated. And then there was a couple songs where I just got completely bored. But overall, all those cons that I just mentioned, the good stuff outweighs it for me. I do think it's a good album outside looking in. The songs I really enjoyed were Down Bad, My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys. I enjoyed LOML. I believe it's Orlomo. I forget what the acronym in that song is. Give me 1 second while I pull up the lyrics here. I believe it's an acronym for Loss of My Life or Love of My Life. So I really enjoyed that one just with the current state and vibe I'm in, and I can't do it. I can do it with a broken heart. Really enjoyed those ones out of the but Daddy I Love Him. Enjoyed those ones. Florida I loved, but Taylor Swift got outshined by Florence and the Machine. Florence's vocals, they're amazing, and Taylor Swift to me was just throughout that one. Production on the album overall was good. There are some things I really enjoy, things that I wish would have changed, but for Taylor Swift, it's good. It's a greatly produced album. I saw there was a song with Post Malone. I was super excited for it, and it was a good song. However, I don't think that's what should have opened the album up. It's a great song. I love me Posty. Posty is one of my favorite modern artists. However, I feel like the opener for the Tortured Poets Department should have been the Tortured Poets Department. I feel like those two songs could have flipped, or even Fortnite be the third song in the album. But other than that restructuring, the album is laid out very well. I did get a little bit bored as soon as we got to the last 3 songs on the album, because things started sounding the same. There's a lot of songs in this album that lived kind of in the same tempo BPM range, where there's either a couple songs that are for example, The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived or LOML. They were just slower. And then there was a couple songs I Could Do It With a Broken Heart. They were faster. And I enjoyed those ones really well. However, there's the things that just sounded like the same tempo-ish beige range. I'm just okay, yeah, sure. I'm bored. The ones that I really didn't care for was I Can Fix Him, No I Really Can. To me, that one just sounded like a filler song. The one I absolutely hated was Fresh Out the Slammer. I did not enjoy that one at all. I'm just wrap it up or whatever. I think the best part of that was the ending. But overall, the song was just, it was fine. though, in like Fresh Out of the Slammer, I wish it was more of a countryish vibe, much like how I Can Fix Him was. Like, just take that westerny stuff and move it to that song and make I Can Fix Him. I really can't. Just the imagery Taylor lays out in there. I wish it was more country-ish. Lyrically, all the songs are great. There are some things that I laughed at in just a couple of songs. I think Tortured Poets Department was one of them where I laughed at. When did Taylor Swift start swearing, by the way? When did she start? We got to that line, like, the chorus in Tortured Poets, I'm like, whoa! When did she start swearing? But there was that one that made me laugh. A couple things, and I could do with a broken heart. But Daddy Love Him. That one was great. That one reminded me of like old school, fearless, self-titled Taylor Swift. That one was a fun one to listen to, and like yeah, it's basically a 6-minute long song, but it had enough to keep me interested before I can get taken completely out of the moment. There are some songs where I'm like, oh, like Tortured Poets, I'm like, this doesn't need to be 5 minutes. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me does need to be 5.5 minutes. There are some really long songs on the album, and it just made to feel longer because it doesn't have enough hills and valleys for my personal taste where you go up and then you just dramatically go down and you build into this big climactic moment, then maybe go back down. I love hills and valleys in music. A lot of people do. And to me, the longer ones didn't have those. It's where I got bored easily. But, and like I know, like a lot of this is like the negative parts because it's easy to talk about the negatives. The good ones, like production, I love the intro to So Long London. The production, the panning was super cool. There's some great drum stuff. I really enjoyed the guitar playing in. I don't think it was guitar playing. I think it starts out with bass playing in Clarabelle. But there's some things in there I really, really enjoyed. And there's some songs I'm going to learn, teach the coworker because she plays guitar, and it's like, oh, there's not the chords. Like, don't worry, I can get you the chords. It's not a big deal, not a big issue. But Down Bad, super fun, super relatable, love it. The intro to Fortnite 2 was great too. I loved it. I love it. Overall, there's relatable lyrics for me, myself personally. There are songs I can see myself driving to. There are some songs I'm like, cool if it's on. I wouldn't change the station. Or there's like 1 or 2 songs here that I'm like, yeah, no, skip. But overall, I don't think it's that bad of an album. I think it's a good album. If I had to rate it out of 10 for me personally, I might give it a 6.5. That's where I'm feeling with this. Only because like it's out of my wheelhouse. It's out of my wheelhouse. It's not gonna be Idola Eviscerate, which is a 10 out of 10 album for me. It's not going to be 21 Pilots Clancy, which is coming out next month. It's not going to be Bring Me the Horizon, Knocked Loose, Dance Gavin Dance, Fish, so on and so forth. But there's things in there that I definitely did enjoy. But that is just, of course, my personal opinion. Music is super subjective. And yeah, wonderful. So I'm going to finish it. It's still exporting. I might tap out and go to bed. I don't know. But if you listen to the Torture Poets Department, let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. And if you're new here, hi. If you like 21 Pilots, you can stick around, I guess. But this is the only Taylor Swift content I'll produce unless this video goes live and enough people want me to do a full listen through a part 2 of the anthology. But that's all for me. I'm going to edit this. Go to sleep. Goodbye. Good night. More importantly, have a good day. And I'll see you later.